Classroom, and let's talk the season 5 premiere of Arrow. As we all know, after Laurel's death and the departure of Diggle and Thea from Team Arrow, Oliver takes to the streets alone to protect Star City as the Green Arrow. I mean, with Felicity guiding him from the bunker, Oliver is forced to deal with both criminals overrunning the city and a new group of painfully inexperienced vigilantes. Watching Oliver try to balance his job as both the mayor and the protector of Star City, Felicity suggests he form a new team, but Oliver resists. The best thing for the city might be a new team of superheroes. Meanwhile, in the flashbacks, Oliver's in Russia hooking up with Dubravka, thanks for Anatoly, so he can keep that promise that he made at the end of last season to take down Kovar. During this episode, you see Oliver kind of revert back to when he first became a vigilante, killing anything that practically moved. He kills several people in this episode, and Thea tries to talk sense to him to say, trying to keep him from going full dark side. But his argument for it is that if he killed Dark earlier, then Laurel wouldn't have had to die. If he took a more ruthless approach, willing to do whatever it takes, she'd still be around. But Thea's having none of that, and it's because of that she just wants to stay out of it. Even though she put on the suit to help Oliver in this episode, it's that kind of thinking, mindless brutality of it, that makes her want to keep that normal life that she's found that she's enjoying. It seems that Oliver has been in denial, thinking that Thea and John would come back and they'd go back to the way things were, while Felicity is urging him to form a new team. I mean, at the beginning of the episode, you run into Wild Dog, and Oliver just chucks him aside and shoots him with an arrow in the leg to keep him from doing this stuff. He's so dead set that things are going to go back to the way they were, but they're not. John's overseas, Thea's sticking with the normal life. He's gotten Judah to quit and bringing him back into the fold, but, over that break, he became a drunk again. He broke up with Donna, and Oliver gets through to him, saying that he needs to come back, be part of the team, move forward, or do you die, With the arrival of Tobias Church taking him hostage and taking council members hostage to drive the Green Arrow, it comes to a point that Oliver literally couldn't rescue those people on his own. I mean, Thea rescues him from Tobias first. He ends up killing a couple of them to keep them from knowing what he could do, and they got out. But to come back and rescue the others, Captain Lance had to call in the few good cops that he trusted, teaming up with them to rescue the hostages, to get out before the entire place exploded, and it worked out pretty well. And I think it's because of that he's coming around to the way Felicity's talking and thinking about expanding the team. And he starts looking at Wild Dog. Curtis volunteers himself, demanding that he be involved too, that, he become, Mr. Terrific in the end. Towards the end of the episode, Tobias Church does escape from the conflict with the Green Arrow, but he's beginning to unify the underworld. We all knew this was going to happen as a way to attack and bring down the Green Arrow so they can basically do whatever they want. I believe that's going to be a big problem this season, where the Green Arrow and his team is combating a unified criminal underworld. I do not believe that's going to be the main purpose of the season. I think it's going to be a secondary one. I think Prometheus is going to be a big part this season, the main villain. And we see him at the end of the episode attacking and killing one of the cops that Oliver fought with to save the hostages. Also, Felicity seems to be in a new relationship. If I'm getting this character right, it's going to be Adrian Chase, whose superhero identity is vigilante. I don't like the fact that she's dating him. I'm a total Felicity guy. But I do think until Oliver and Felicity get back together, or she sees him becoming a vigilante and going too far and realizing that he's just a copy of Oliver in a lot of ways, and that realization, I believe, that future realization, I believe, will be what brings her and Oliver back together. Because, they're destined to be. I know producers said it's not going to happen right away, but sometime this season they're supposed to get back together. This is it for Fanfiction Classroom. Please leave your comments in the comments section. Class dismissed.